This is on the Zimmerman job. Up here on their top floor levels where the majority of the work will be happening. So let's go over it. As soon as you walk in, right there on the left in that door, there's a furnace room. It's got a return air. And then on the other side of this wall is the laundry room, and there's a drain pipe in there, and that's important to keep in mind. So when you come in here, there's these two 7-inch vents or runs that need to be reconnected. So take this one and run it over here to the end of this wall with an angle boot. And take that one right there and run it across over here in front of the window with an angle boot as well. This bedroom right here will get a return air grill up in the ceiling, and then just run it over right there where that plywood is. Just right on the other side is the return air drop. There's a plenum right there that you can tap into. And that is, oh, there's another item. There is a bedroom with a closet. This closet right here that they would like to have some air in. Unfortunately, I can't get over there to get into it. Long story short, this wall right here is the outside wall of the garage on the outside. And then it starts to slope down and it opens up for that closet. So up in the attic, right here is the bottom of the trusses. You got heat runs that come in right here, and then there's a wall. And then, there's still gonna be a wall right here, and there's actually right here is the trusses or the roof. If you could open up, the side of the house and pull it through, then maybe that would work. But, a wall goes right there, and then, that's the truss of the pitch of the roof. There's no way to get up and over here and get into that bedroom. So if you have extra time and you want to peek around at it, then that'd be great. So just keep in mind right here in the laundry room, there's the drain spigot right there. Just keep that in mind, because for the mini splits, that's where we're going to put the condensate drain in. They're going to be two 2x2 ceiling cassettes, okay? And I'd recommend that you take the drains, and they do got a plumbing stack right here. I will clarify whether we could tap into that. It's currently not going out of the roof just yet, but it comes down right there, and on the other side of that wall is the drain that we could tap into. Or we could go into the furnace room, and there's a drain right there too. So just look out on the paper for what the final decision on that will be. You'll just take off that grill and patch it, because there's going to be some cabinets in right there. And then back on over to the ceiling cassettes. They're going to have 4 cans in the corner for lights. And for right now, they're planning on a ceiling fan in the center of the room. So he'd like his mini split center with the window, but closer to the wall, this dividing wall. So you saw where I wrote it right there on that truss. That's the bay. And then this one right here is the bay as well. And for right now, they would like the condensing unit to go downstairs underneath the porch. There was a thought to have them go outside right here up on the roof, and just pop out that wall, but that wasn't what was chosen. So just keep in mind, we're gonna take our line sets down over to about right here, and below us is a garage. So if we can get it in down here, down into the wall of the garage, and we'll go down and look at it, then that will be the best option. Before we go down there, this line set is for the existing air conditioner that's down underneath the porch. So you're gonna need to reclaim all the refrigerant out of that. And I've asked them to open up the floor right here, so that way we can run the line set up the wall, get back there and run it up the wall, but it just connects to that furnace up there. So just plan on reusing what you can out of this line set, and I will have some extra as well and leave it up to the salesman if they just want to get a full clean line set for you instead. The last thing to worry about, and by the way, that wasn't on the scope on the paper, but Jason is working it out. So the other item, is this bathroom fan. It goes to that bathroom back there. What I suggest you do is right up here above the bathroom, right here, there's a wall. So pull it back, feed it out this way, and have it come down or out the eave of the wall. Right there. Just talk to the homeowner and ask about this heat run, what that's doing in here. If it's staying or not. 4x12x7. Okay. They also, again, it's how Jason decides to scope it. This right here would be a future bathroom, so it is recommended to just have some flex ran out to termination, and you don't have to worry about miraculously finding your way back through here in the future to get to the mini splits. And then there is going to want to be some attic access, hopefully, to get up into this attic. So I'll recommend that to them as well. But we'll go down to the garage and talk about getting the line set down and out to the condensing unit. All right, so that's the closet right there that we're talking about getting into. And I don't see access from the garage at all to get into it. But you need to locate wherever this is with upstairs. And this wall is the exterior wall, because there's the sheathing right there that goes up. But about right here where this drywall is broken is where you need to run the line set down. To get down to the, so we can get down to the basement. And I suggest making pilot holes to be sure that it lines up. I can only do so much right here, but this is what they want to do. If you can't get it on this sidewall right here, then get permission to open up the wall right here from the garage side. On the other side is their pantry. And inside the pantry, you can confirm that that is where it is, because there is a heat run right here, and it shares the same measurement with the heat run that you can see down in the basement with the wall right here. So everything has to be done from the garage in order to get down to where we want to be. So going down to the basement here. So this door. And this is the heat run right here in the pantry. You know, and water line right there that goes to the refrigerator. So this wall shares about the same. To get over there, and the customer said he's fine if we go through the TGIs to get down into the wall and go out to the condensing units that we'll talk about here in a second. So I will double check that we can go through these right here. To run our line set, and if for some reason we can't, then we'll just need to recommend furring out a little bit for them in the future if they decide to finish it. And then you run it down the wall and out here to where the condensing unit is. In just a second, we'll talk about a unit that we're going to move and put right here. And then you'll want to put that other unit just right over there, and just clarify with the homeowner that that's where they would like it, or if they want it mounted back wall. But right over there should be fine. Coming out with all these line sets. All right, so let's talk about this one. This is that one up in that main living, or up on that addition. You need to recover the refrigerant so you can move the line. You'll want to get a filter dryer for that, since you're going to be cutting it open and putting in a new filter dryer out here. And then there is an existing air conditioner that needs to be moved back here where the condensers are at. So it's right there. It's a big boy. It's got 1.125" line set on it right now. The line set follows all the ductwork, comes through here, comes down to the furnace where it tees right here. My recommendation would be that we cut it right there on the wall, right before it goes through the wall, and swing that line set around right here to follow the duct. And then you can put it up in a bay and shoot it down to go outside to the condensing unit. Again, I'll ask the salesman how we can get some line set. Luckily for us, it's straight, but you know, you're looking at some brazed connections, and again, that's 1.125". It's soft copper, I believe, based on how it's bent, 1.125" by 3/8". But when you bring it out, they're requesting that you put it right here, obviously with the proper clearance away from the existing unit, but just keep them straight right here and don't creep out more. So you put it right here. They are requesting that you keep the line set down low, and we'll probably send some unistrut and some clamps that we can attach that to the cement right here, and keep it secured. And then the last spot will be for the mini splits to come down. And so again, I hope that we can make that work. You know, there's the wall right there, and hopefully we can get that to come down. You're just gonna need to open up the ground in the garage, the drywall, to figure out where it's at. As of right now, it lines up. And yeah, so good luck.